Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
You know, maybe that college professor was wrong. Maybe we shouldn't kill off all the old Japanese elderly, you know.
Oh boy.
Right?
What college professor was that?
Oh, did you not read that report or whatever?
What report?
I feel like I've definitely heard about this, but I didn't actually.
It was either a Yale.
How long ago was this?
Or Harvard professor said that the only way for Japan to solve its population problem is to kill off all the elderly.
Oh,
why kill them off when you can just wait?
I mean, that's the problem. Is they've been waiting. It's not
live to old age. You know, unlike Americans, right? Right? Because you know, Americans will either die from school shooting or regular shooting, right? But Japan will live
or train accidents,
toxic waste in the air. You know, right?
A man was pulled and killed by a metro train just today.
What?
Hold on. It was in a Fairfax metro station. Fairfax metro death. Man dragged to his death by metro train at Dunloring Station.
Was this today?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. It was a Yale academic professor. Okay, there you go.
The man got off the train, but a leash appeared to be tied to him, and a dog was left on the train, police said. The dog, which did not appear to be a service dog, had no ID and is in police care. I'll also say that the dog probably had no idea what was happening either. Yeah, that happened today.
Oh.
Trains are out to get you.
Oh. His controversy has been popular with Japan's youth.
Oh, Jesus! I mean...
Hey, look, you know this is a real professor, because according to this Business Insider article, he has appeared in energy drinks ads, you know? That's how you know.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Right?
In Japan?
No, he's a Yale professor.
No, but I mean, what energy drink has he appeared in?
I don't know. That's the good question at this.
That's why I was like, was it Japanese ones? Is he that popular with the kids?
I mean, look, the Japanese youth, he loves him, you know, right? But yeah, there's that.
Yeah, is he the new pen pineapple apple pen?
Yeah, that's the article from that was in Traction last week.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, hey. We're recording this separately instead of, like we've done the last two episodes, together during Gundam Night.
Yeah.
But I guess we're doing Gunpla Night anyway, because, model kits... watching people deal with model kits makes you want to play with model kits.
I am also doing the Gunpla. Boop, boop,
Alright, that's fine. I don't give a shit if you are. That's not up to me.
That's the
I'm not worried
sound
about it.
right there. You know, I am clicking and clacking on my keyboard as well.
What do you... Oh, I mean, to dot it in?
Yeah.
I mean, that looks fine.
Okay.
Just brush it over to get the parts that are good.
This was done a while ago, so it's mostly fresh.
Was this pen or paint?
It's pen.
Yeah, I mean, if you just wet it a bit and rub it over, it should be fine. Like, wet your finger and wet a tissue.
Okay.
Anyway, hey!
It's Ryosangata
Ryosangata Riko, Puramo Joshi no fucking Kirigai Kata, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Episode 4. I'm not sure if these episodes have episode titles now that I think about it, because the last one we just been recording, you know, right?
Yeah, I don't know that it does, actually. I don't think it does.
I'm going to to the Asian wiki. Does it tell me? Nope, it does not. It just tells me how many episodes. All right.
Okay, well, that solves that. Hey, so like you said, normally we've just been recording them together at your place and just doing that. This time we had to record it separately.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Bandai would ever give too much of a rat's ass shit about us talking about this series, or let alone listen enough to this to send like a cease and desist.
Right. Hold on, let's check out how big is the real saga community on YouTube is.
Yeah. Let me just start by saying, hypothetically, let's say we definitely acquire all things that we review in the most legal and appropriate ways.
Yeah.
Right? But hypothetically, if we didn't, right? When you acquire something as a download,
Yeah.
you specifically,
Uh-huh.
you would get it fully as the subtitled video file, right?
Yeah, a video that's already have the subtitles embedded into it. Uh-huh.
That already has the subtitles embedded into it, yes. Now, I, hypothetically, would usually just find it streaming on some kind of site that's really into cool dramas or kissing Asians.
Right.
Okay. But what if, hypothetically, that process didn't work for me this time? Because, again, who knows how big the Ryosangata Riko
boy, hey, I looked.
community is.
The first video result that came up has like 400 views.
Awesome, cool. We're really breaking into a fresh competition.
And it's just the series trailer, by the way.
Oh, cool! Wow, that's actually
no one
really sad.
Has reviewed. Oh wait, nope. There's one person that made a review. 4 months ago.
Cool.
51 views.
Oh, cool. Get fucked.
Okay, sure.
All right, so here's the thing, right? So again, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Right? My normal modus operandi of how to view these things might have been, hypothetically, unavailable to me. So I had to get creative.
Okay.
I had to go, well, I guess this is the day that I have to download something, hypothetically.
Yeah. And then hypothetically, for these type of situations, when it comes to us reviewing weird fucking shows that we cannot access, but that we normally don't ever watch, I've always been like, this might cause a problem for us in the future, so let me type everything out and pin it in a message board over a site that we could share some discourse over,
Yeah. That might have happened at some point. I might have forgotten about that, and I might have not gone through the effort to look for that, and instead just started Googling things.
Okay.
Hypothetically.
Right? Yep. Okay.
So
what was Molly doing during all of this?
Sleeping.
Oh, okay.
So, hypothetically, I might have found someone on Tumblr.
Yep. Oh boy, hey.
That had said, hey, subtitled episode. I went, awesome, cool.
Hey, I hope you know one of my favorite video game character is Master Chief, right? I can always
I could always rely on Master Chief. His TV show is the best.
That's off-topic tangent I want to talk about,
Yeah, it's just, look,
he's there to save you from the Halo, right?
Master Chief is my favorite Smash character, okay? So anyway, somebody's Tumblr. Do you know what I'm just going to call it what it is. A .ass file is?
Yeah, that's
I didn't realize it.
Oh, did you not know those were... So,
well, no. Hold on. No. Don't explain it, because I understood it very quickly. Because here's the thing. So I downloaded, right?
Theoretically?
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Right? Hypothetically.
You went on Tumblr.
I downloaded a .ass file.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't recognize that as any kind of video player file format, but whatever. And then I click on it.
Okay.
And what do you think happened?
Did it open up in Notepad?
No. It opened up in Aegisub, hypothetically. Because I forgot that back in the day when I was more ambitious and driven and starry-eyed, and was like, I'm gonna go directly from fucking having the issues I had at one college, and I'm just gonna go past the JLPT and go start working as a subtitler for translator for shit. Right? You remember that, where I had dreams and stuff? Yeah. Or at least more lofty dreams. They're not dead. They're just they've just been in a coma. So yeah. All of a sudden, those dreams got woken up violently out of a coma because Aegisub popped up all of a sudden, and I got the entire time-coded script, hypothetically, of the episode subtitles, and went, what the fuck? Fuck. Shit, this is just the subtitles. So I went, oh, fuck, this is just the subtitles. So then I had to go, well, where's the subtitle video? Realizing that the only thing that I had available to me to download, at least from the source that I was hypothetically downloading from, were just the subtitles. So then I had to go, well, I guess I'll download the video.
Okay.
So then I downloaded the raw video. Because, again, hypothetically, there was nowhere to view or download the subtitled subtitle embedded video.
I'm just gonna
hypothetically. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Hey, look. I might put a pin on it as well. You know, right?
Hypothetically. Hypothetically. Yeah. So, regardless of all that hypothetical that you just did, the hypothetical that I did was quickly go fuck. How do I attach subtitles to a video again? So, I wound up making my own subtitled video, and, well, not my own subtitle video. I wound up having to realize how to attach a subtitle file to a video file while it's playing in the video player, and also realizing that I could edit any of these subtitles that I got to whatever I wanted to, because there are grammatical errors, and I could fix it if I wanted to. But I basically wound up doing all the work myself to other than actually time-coding the subtitles, but actually I had to actually put the subtitles together with the raw video, hypothetically.
Oh, you actually just combined it to one file format.
I stopped one step short of that and just said, pull up the captions from this file in the video while we're watching the video. Rather than embed it directly, because at that point it was like 5:30 and I still needed to get groceries, and I just needed to get that done before watching the episode. So I did that, and hypothetically I did that, and yeah, now we're here, and everything's working fine, but that was a fucking experience. Hypothetically.
Right? Boy, that's the thing, right? So, hey, look, so for the guys we know, this was a series, it was planned back for us to do, like, back in, like, June of last year, right? And then, I hypothetically was keeping track, thinking that it was only 8 episodes, right? Until one day when I decided to go back to all my old favorites every year, because I need to clean up my favorites every day. I was like, all right, yeah, I forgot about this. Let's check this out. Do I need to click this link? Click that. I was like, 10 episodes. I only hypothetically saved up, kept track up to episode 8. So then I had to hypothetically quickly go find the last 2 episodes, and then at some point, hypothetically, right? Some say the old site that was hosting it went offline. So I was like, So then I quickly had to hypothetically do a bunch of Google search to find where the new Raw episodes were hosted. Then I find out that hypothetically the person who was hosting these episodes just took the name of like some Filipino clothing company just to mess with the Google searches.
Nice. You'll never catch me.
Right, it's really funny. I was really confused when I went to the Facebook page for some place that, I don't know, a place that has a lot of light, you know, right? Right? Like a place where I would raid to get some light, you know? I was like, this is a clothing company in the Philippines. I don't think this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. But don't worry. But hypothetically, we are watching this show that aired in June or whatever the fuck of Japan in 2023. You know, right? Because it's out on probably Blu-ray, DVD, or something. Because Japan still loves physical media.
Yep. So and especially charging an exorbitant price for that physical media, regardless of how good it actually is or how much of a following it has. But yeah, hey. Anyway, so yeah, everything's totally squeaky clean, legal, and all of that is completely hypothetical.
Yeah.
That being said, hey, we did it.
Yeah.
I got it all working. It's all working. It's all good. Systems operational.
I hope you have the system fully figured out by next week as well. You know, right?
The ship is taking off.
Oh, hey, speaking of ship, you know.
Yeah,
right,
hey.
There's a ship in this episode as well.
Yeah, the oldest dirt. This is the bully the old man episode. And nobody bullies him about what he should be bullied about, which is his god-awful teeth.
Yeah. Hey, it's I think we said it's Riko episode 4, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Where the fears of the aging generation being laid off or being forced into early retirement because fuck off, we don't need you anymore.
Look, you all are too scared to learn how to use Excel, you know, right? There's a
why are you sending pictures of your
in this office space, but there are 5 different whiteout boards, you know, right?
Why are you sending people pictures of your computer screen?
Days, it's still happening to you.
I have to deal with that. That comes to a head to next week. I have not contacted them since sending them the draft sample. I am trying for my own patience to not deal with it too much, but I have to start dealing with it soon.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, hey, this starts right off with the corporate coming down and saying, hey, we've got a new package for old people to get the fuck out.
Right? Don't want them in. Don't want them to stay any longer than they need to.
Yeah, we don't need them to stay so long that they wind up becoming a detriment to the company.
Yeah, right?
That would be pretty bad.
Keep eating up all of our funds, you know, right?
It would be pretty bad if we kept someone in as just like a legacy hire, like as just like grandfathered in and let them keep working when they're clearly inept at the job that they're supposed to be like having responsibilities for, and they can't perform their job properly, but we're too afraid to fire them, and we can't get them to leave, and they keep doing stupid shit, and they won't delegate that work to somebody that actually understands how the fuck to goddamn use Excel like goddamn spreadsheets, and not send people a fucking goddamn picture of a goddamn computer screen. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this, I'm sure.
Hey, look, but Riko learning about the importance of Space Battle Yamato, one of the greatest media to come out of Japan, you know, right?
Look, old people like old things, and Space Battleship Yamato is fucking old.
It's what? Is it? It's...
I think it's older than Gundam.
What is it? Fuck, I only remember the reboots they
characters looks like it.
I only remember the reboots that they keep making for that thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is,
according
the first
to this,
one, 1974, yeah. So it would be 5 years before Gundam.
This is a, let's see.
Yeah. 1974 is the original run for that, and Gundam's first run was 1979.
Mm-hmm. So and influence great media such as Gundam, Evangelion, Macross, and Space Invader. There you go. If it wasn't for Space Battle Yamato, we would never get the thrilling story political drama.
The heart-wrenching and intense story of Space Invaders.
Yeah. So Riko does it under.
Definitely intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riko's complaining about too many parts. He was like, "Oh, this is a big."
Yeah, oh man, I wonder if we know anybody like that who bit off more than they could chew and wound up with a lot of parts, and they're like, "Whoa, there's so many parts."
Look, it's not me because I won't touch the big part ones.
Look, why should I start off with a high grade when I can just buy a perfect grade right off the bat? You know, right?
Look, I know you're suggesting something. I know somebody that has experience with how these things go is suggesting something to me, but I feel like I can just I could just wing it. I can Gundam wing it and just fucking go straight into it.
Look,
hey, let's just dive right into it.
Start off with, right? I'll start off with the leg and then just stay at that leg for like an entire month, right?
Yeah, an insane, a truly insane decision. But yeah, man, there's a really okay. So the model kit of this episode is, it's nice and all. There's a lot of really great actual like character moments in this episode of just like what's his face, Kijimura.
Yeah,
that
the old man.
Yeah. His like they're calling them the 3 old crows because of like I guess Tengu lore. Like they're just weird attaching like folklore shit to like referring to the old people. Like then there's the 3 of them standing by the window and just like talking about what is and isn't a good like post-retirement like second career. And like one guy's like going to make a soba restaurant with his life. Like, that's a maybe. It's probably a good idea. And everyone's like, well, this one guy's been watching investment videos on YouTube, and he's like, yeah, that's gonna fucking fail. That's a red light.
Hey, look, this came out in 2021, right? It's during the height of it, right?
Hey, look, crypto. We gotta get crypto.
Well, look, all these kids love these pictures of monkeys for some reason, right?
Yeah, if I invest in these, I am an old man, and I too am bored. Yeah, it's just a really great moment of like fleshing out this cast a bit more and not just making it
just Riko's problem. I mean, she still has problems, but at least she's opening up now, right? Because it's just like the show's presenting about her and like her little show. But I was like, oh yeah, she's learning about stuff now, right? And then it turns out she has PTSD from from model kits.
I mean, look, you never forget the first time you break something that you didn't mean to break, and then it just shatters into a bajillion pieces.
Until one day you find it in your shirt pocket.
No, it wasn't in my pocket. It was glued to my sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
And it also wasn't broken. I mean, or it could be Eric, and again, I'm sorry. Patient Zero.
Okay.
John Doe. And again, buy a real grade right off the bat, and accidentally snap the V-fin in half. Then you say then tell me that you had to wait a week to buy fucking cement for it to seal back together when I'm like, just use crazy glue. You could just gone to 7-Eleven and get crazy glue. He's like, I didn't have any. I just said go to 7-Eleven instead of waiting a week.
I don't have a 7-Eleven. Dude, they're everywhere.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
There's a 7-Eleven next to Dream every week we go to.
Yeah, just go. Fuck, man. There's a hobby store down the street from Dream also. The fuck? You don't have to do all this. Like, it's the equivalent of that tweet that was going viral of like, hey, if you're getting into voice acting, please, 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 don't buy the cheap set. You've got to start off with the most expensive thing first. It's like, you could just do it cheap. You don't have to get all these doohickeys and mainstay parts. Just get a fucking X-Acto knife and a fucking pen.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, a lot of this is about Kijimura's failing boomer mentality of like, well, they liked it last year, and it's like, yeah, but that's not gonna hold up because we should try something different.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but it worked before.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? People aren't liking newspaper, right? They get it.
Yeah.
We deliver to them every week. There's no better customer service than that,
Everybody loves it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be fine.
They get the latest. They get all the news of the week on the very end of the week, right?
Like, I think it's very funny from a like plot aspect that the last episode was about the new guy being like trying to innovate
Modernize,
the company,
right?
and like go and like he's like being the new guy, and he's like kind of like trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is about the sadness of the old man realizing that this isn't his world anymore, and he doesn't know what's hip and cool with the kids.
Oh, he's not a fellow kid, you know, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't hang out with his skateboard, you know.
Yeah, time for him to zoom out.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, yeah.
And then all these people are just like constantly talking about him, barely out of earshot.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then they're just like
it's
and they're reducing his roles. Like, oh yeah, no, you can just watch, you know,
look,
man.
Let's just wheel Grandpa out to the porch and make him think that he's doing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm, right. Yeah. Yeah. So Riko teams up with Kijimura.
Kijimura, yeah. And then after like he successfully gets his project accepted, even though all the people
out of pity.
Yeah, out of pity. They're just like, I don't know, I think some of the higher ups really like him or something like that. It's whatever. You know, we gotta tread carefully around this guy. He's old hand, you know. It's hard to talk back to the old people.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Again, can't tell if this is.
You think his idea is
Can't
cool,
tell
you know?
if this is.
Everybody loves pillows, you know, right?
Yeah, especially my pillow.
That's why there's a fucking square pillow behind them at some point when they're talking. Aside from the round pillow, there's a square pillow.
Innovation, obviously.
Yo, look. Look.
I was just gonna say though. Fuck, what was it? No, it wasn't about the pity. I mean, it was out of pity.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. Fuck. What was it? I don't remember. Fuck it. Blah blah blah. Cushy pillow. Gets accepted. Project gets accepted. Blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
No. Look. You know, you look. You know, look. He's been here for a long time. You know. He look like, boy, look, how much longer can he actually stay here? Look, at some point.
Oh yeah.
At some point, he's gonna run out of pillow sheet to introduce every year. You know, right? You can only keep introducing a round pillow every year for so long.
You can only keep talking about pillows for so long before you have to run for the Republican National Committee.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has this really sad point with his like the same guy that he started with. They say classmate.
Yeah.
But it's like they mean that as we start at the same time.
Okay.
Like,
I was wondering, like, I don't think these guys are in the same age range whatsoever.
So here's the thing. This is, again, part of the magic I realize now that because of, hypothetically, Aegisub being violently woken up from my computer because I forgot that I had it.
It has awakened.
It's like definitely been at least 7 years since I downloaded and opened up Aegisub for the first time, and I've never actually like done more than like just fuck around with the system
to get a feel of it, you know, right? Yeah, you know,
to get a feel of it.
Yeah,
like I've never actually
a new program. You mess around with it, you know, right?
Well, the other thing is, like as you may remember, like 2 years ago or a year ago, I had to get a new computer from Molly's dad. So I've still been trying to figure out what did and didn't get held over from my old computer to my new computer. For instance, I lost my Microsoft Office license.
Okay.
But I still have Aegisub. And I was like, oh, damn. I only found that out because I opened up... Because I only found that out because I pulled up a .ass file. And it's like, oh, Jesus, you're still here. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't know you were, like, still living here. Okay. But here's the thing. I could now, in theory, hypothetically, by getting my hand on some subtitles, and getting my hand on some video files.
Right. Look.
I could go through.
It's like in Halo, you know. Always ask Master Chief for help, you know.
Yeah.
Right. I
could go through and edit the grammatical and like slight translation errors without having to do much work because it's already time coded. It's just about word choice and like grammatical like things, which is the exact way that I want to be as an like translator / editor, is just going, no, we're not going to use that word, or you forgot. You used the wrong kind of "your" there.
Look, it's just like in Dawn Brothers how Haruka has Sono's.
We don't talk about that. Don't you talk about that. Don't you bring that up in this. We don't talk about that. Don't you talk about. Don't you bring that. Don't you bring that blasphemy. Okay. All right. We don't talk about that.
Right? Does Molly know about Dawn Brothers?
That's cursed. That's cursed.
Have you ranted to Molly about Dawn Brothers yet?
What do you mean yet?
Yeah, look, I don't know how much of Dawn Brothers
girlfriend,
you rant to Molly.
Have I ranted about Dawn Brothers?
If I say no, do I get to live?
You get to live regardless. Jesus, what?
Molly, does he have a knife against you? Or something?
No.
Is that a no with an actual no, or a no with a maybe a yes?
I mean, it's a very pointy pen.
That's really not a knife, though, and I'm not pointing it at you. I'm doing panel lining.
And I'm right behind it.
You're in front of the model kit, which I guess technically...
You're pointing at...
I'm pointing the model kit at you, and I'm pointing the pen at the model kit. That doesn't mean I'm pointing the pen at you.
Yeah, so Kijimura's sad. You realize, oh man, within the last 30
everybody's
years,
moving on without me.
I'm still in entry-level position, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing that I was saying. So, the other word choice that's in this is his associate or whatever says it will be, at least, according to Cortana, you know, that it would be sad. But the actual word is sabishi, so it should be lonely and not sad. So again, it's not like inherently wrong, or it's not like contextually wrong.
Right.
It's just you could translate it more accurately. Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically. Right. And hypothetically, I now realize that I have the power to do that for literally anything that I wanted to do. So this is a real game changer. Anyway, yeah, Kijimura's real fucking sad.
Yeah.
And then he accidentally causes an HR incident by bumping into Riko and knocking over all of her shit all over the office.
Yeah.
Luckily, nothing embarrassing was exposed.
You don't want the old employees to accidentally touch the young female employees, you know.
Yeah, don't, like, oops, bump into them. It's like, oh, I didn't mean to touch your boobie. Look, Japan has enough issues with, like, gropers on trains as it is, let alone the office. But the only thing he wants to grope is the space battleship.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
He's on boat.
Yeah.
Old man likes old boat.
Boat? Oh.
Yeah. And so once again, Riko brings him to the model shop.
To visit the model shop. Boys, I don't know how much these episode goes, right? Because I haven't gone through the process of you know, grabbing the screen caps for the video reviews, right? So I don't know if every episode at this point from here on out is going to be Riko just bringing a different co-worker.
I mean, it seems like it. Although, based off of the next episode's preview, it seems more like her bringing model kits to the office than bringing people from the office to the model kits. But yeah, hey, we get to have first time where
people talk to each other, you know.
Yeah, the old people have a dick measuring contest.
Population, you know. Instead of making them so only, just put 2 old people in a room, you know, and then they'll talk about stuff, right? They'll talk about how good it was back then, you know. Right?
Yeah, back in the old days.
Yeah, right. Look, back when
before the Kaijin came over.
You know, right?
Back before the Kaijin showed up.
Right. Hey, look, I'm just saying. Hey, look, you know what? Look, old people in Japan loved it before Commodore Matthew Perry showed up to their shores.
Yeah. Hey, look, just because Kijimura liked building boats doesn't mean that he's colonialist. That he's down for, that he supports Commodore Perry. Yeah.
Yeah, we find out that back then he was a model. He used to build model ships and everything, you know. Yeah. Hey, to the point that his wife got mad. Was it the GT? What was
the GTR car that that Riko built like 2 episodes ago?
Fuck, what car was it?
Don't ignore your wife. For Gunpla.
The Nissan GTR. Someone should show him the Nissan GTR, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But look,
and also, yeah, instead of it, don't ignore your wife for Gunpla. Keep buying stuff for both of you to build, so that she's forced to do it with you, and she can't complain because you're doing it together, and now it's a hobby, and you're trying to do stuff together, and no one would reasonably complain about that because you're doing stuff together, and isn't that what you wanted to do, is to do more things together?
Yes, but I also want the tiny drawers in the corner.
Okay, well that's what Michael's is for. You have your own
Look those drawers.
Okay, well, you have your own account.
Look, there's a Michael's near us, you know.
There's Michael's everywhere.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, what is it? Hey, they just announced today.
My dad.
They just announced today. What was that movie Will Smith that about the vampire?
Gemini Man.
Huh? No, the vampire.
Gemini Man.
No, not
Independence Day.
No, not Independence Day. Fuck the one that, the one he was the last person on Earth. Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck.
The one with his son?
No, the one with the dog.
Yeah.
And the difference is?
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Boy, I keep wanting to say
the dog talks less.
Sorry, I don't
The dog doesn't have a Twitter account that goes batshit crazy.
I don't actually have anything against Jaden Smith.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. They just announced a sequel today.
Yay.
With him and Michael B. Jordan.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know who Michael B. Jordan is playing, so, you know.
Is he gonna play young Will Smith? Also, are they going with I assume if they're having Will Smith come back, I assume they're going with the alternate good ending?
Yep. The one that American audience were too stupid to understand.
I really
Sounds about right.
I just want to reiterate that this is a movie that can only have a sequel including Will Smith based off of one alternate ending because there are two endings to this movie.
Mm-hmm. Right. One of them was changed because the audience were too stupid to understand the concept, you know, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I still think it's really fucking funny, you know, right?
Well, people are stupid.
Mm-hmm. Or at least the general American audience, you know, right?
I think people in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think they announced it this morning that there's an I Am Legend sequel with Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan, and that it's gonna follow the alternative ending, the one that was the original ending before it was changed, right? Because people were too stupid to understand it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of people not understanding the true ending and everything, Kijimura decides to do exactly what I have a problem doing when someone tells me that they like something like Gundam, and I decide to go, would you like me to tell you everything about Gundam? Or that specific series? I know everything about that specific series, and how the systems work, and all this other shit, and blah, blah, blah. And hey, for the last 5 years, it was these 5 people, and she put a sticker on me, and it's Naruto, and it's...
Round.
It's round. Anyway.
Yeah, look, here's the history of Space Battle Yamato, you know, right? Because I'm pretty sure any person who's actively watching this probably does not know what the fuck Space Battle Yamato is.
I mean, let's go back to when Spaceship... Okay, when was the last iteration that came out?
I know there was like a 3D remake.
There's a film duology that came out 2 years ago.
Oh, was there one that came out 2 years ago? What the fuck? Holy shit.
It was a movie. It was 2 movies, it looks like. But, I think the one that... Wait, no. There was a 26-episode Space Battleship Yamato that came out in 2018. So that's...
There's an upcoming one.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, this is the one that I keep... This is the one that I think of... The one that I think of the most is the most recent one, which I guess isn't true anymore, is the one that came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one. I keep thinking, like, the last one I knew was the 2010 live-action one that they made. That was fucking...
Oh, shit, this was dubbed, too. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, Funimation picked that one up. Damn.
Hey, look, I bet it's on Crunchyroll right now, you know?
You'd be surprised!
Boy, hey,
the One Piece dubs still aren't on Crunchyroll.
How's that merge coming along, you know, right?
Hey, I have had the tab open saying... Oh yeah, the Haro with a gun on its head? Yeah, ball Haro. I have had the tab open with the Funimation FAQ saying, should I cancel my Crunchy or my Funimation subscription? And they're like, yeah, you can totally do that. Everything will be there. Not everything's there.
Goddamn year and a half later.
It's still not there.
Mm-hmm.
But Riko and Kijimura have a mutual understanding of also, hey, you hit the imagination wall. You're having not a writer's block, but I like the idea of this imagination wall and, like, detail drawers, blah, 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 this, like, metaphorical, like, way of thinking about, crafting and building stuff, because that's the real thing that happens, is, like, you start looking at something and you go, I don't know if I can do much more with this, like, this is kind of complete, and I don't know if I want to try to do anything more, like, But, sometimes you just kind of need someone to take another look at it, or you need to put it away, put it down for a while, and give it a fresh eye.
Right? Like, let's say you start building a real great kit, and then you realize, like, I don't know what to do at this point, right?
Yeah. I need help. Someone help me. If only I would, just admit the folly of my ways. But yeah, so together, these, and also, it's also supposed to be a comparison to Kijimura's fucking
old mindset,
old mindset with work and everything. Yeah, so they're both working through their issues together. And Yasan doesn't get to do jack shit this episode. No. He just gets to sit in the stand in the corner, staring at the wall.
He's sad and grumpy.
Yeah,
because every time he opens his mouth,
Kijimura already knows the same stuff that he's going to say.
Well, look, says it. And look. There's too many old people. Right? There's too many old people.
Country. This is no country for old men. Yeah. Okay.
Right. There can only be one.
This room's only big enough for one of us.
Right.
2 old men enter. Only 1 old man leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. So they do some top coating or.
Yeah. This is really great because.
But I have never seen this thing that they use before.
No, the incubator?
Yeah.
Okay, so they put the top coat on, which I
assume it's similar to either like a hairdryer / nail drying.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like the nail drying stuff, like for acrylics,
heat and like UV to
warm it up and like speed up the drying process. I mean, it's a thing you can do, but
it's a face mask.
Oh, that looks like underwear.
That's what I thought too, but I was like,
that would be nice looks like it's a pervert. Put that in the Discord. Show Magikarp that Haro.
Okay.
Molly's now just going through different Haro Gunpla kits and looking at what variants they have, because there's some crazy ass variants of Haro. But anyway, so this whole thing is. His idea is that he's putting the top coat on so that he can then like
brush it off,
dry it, and then remove it, like to keep only the parts that like he's the whole thing that he says about the gloss character, like removing the gloss. When you're doing a paint job, if you just leave the plastic with the paint that it already has on, the gloss finish, a lot of your paint that you try to apply, whether it's with an airbrush or a hand brush, is just going to slide off. So by putting on the top coat, he's able to like make it easier to stick on. Yeah, it's supposed to be a face mask, apparently.
I don't know, I just guessed. I tried to be nice and call it a face
that looks
mask.
like it's wearing schoolgirl underwear.
Yeah, that's someone we should definitely call the police on.
Yeah.
Hey, Haro, that ain't cool, man.
Yeah. But then, so he puts the paint on, and then, so that it, like, once the top coat's been put onto it, because now it's easier to adhere, and then, when he goes back, he's removing all of the blue paint, but all of the blue paint that got into the grooves of the ship stays because it falls into those, like, grooves.
Yeah.
So, it's like... It's a different way of talking about panel lining. It's a way that you can do panel lining just in, like, a much more sort of, like, quick, uniform way. You can just cover the whole fucking thing in like, whatever ink or paint that you want, and then just wipe it away.
Yeah.
And then all the only stuff that's left is the
something slightly abrasive to remove it.
Yeah.
But it allows you to coast over the grooves.
Yeah. Now, what I like to do is actually sand my model kits to give it the roughness and remove the gloss from it so that the paint adheres. You can do the same. You can do this, and honestly, it's probably easier to do that way and quicker. But I like the process of like sanding it down and giving it like that roughness so that it adheres. But it's interesting, and I appreciate this show for the fact that it's actually going over model kit building and like painting techniques and different things that different people use
that actually work.
Like
and are good.
Versus something like Build Real, where it briefly went over it, but it kept getting like distracted by the like weird drama going on between like all the kids and like the not really explaining the mechanics of this particular version of the Build series. It's just one of the benefits of this being so much more of a grounded series, like just based off just model kits and shit. And like just people talking about like office people just like going, this is my hobby.
It's fun. We're learning stuff, you know.
Going, cool.
I get to teach you how we used to do it back during the 70s, you know.
Yeah, when everything was good. Yeah.
Grumble, grumble.
Yeah, and Yasan gets to continue to go, fucking,
man, no one's including me,
you know. Do my job.
Yeah, I know how to do that too. Yeah,
my job. This is what I normally do.
I can tell you how to do the rust part. Oh, he told you how to do the rust part already. Okay, well, I can tell... okay. I guess you can do that.
And then at the end, they're like, yo, bros, and then disagree immediately after.
Yeah.
Man, should have saved all my fucking eyeshadow palettes.
Brushes?
I don't know what the fuck you want to call those.
I don't know. They look like little pads. Pad brush? A pad brush?
They're really,
sponge brush?
They're really garbage at eyeshadow.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
I know.
Also, I mean...
Now I see the real reason for it.
I mean, you could also just do a dry brush, like, painting with it. Like,
yeah, but those are a bit more small and somewhat...
Oh, there's also a thing that he does in this that really annoys me. Not annoys me in the sense of, like, it's bad, but annoys me because it's so fucking, like, delicate to... No. So, he does this thing with the little cockpit, where he's spray painting it. This is called masking. Yeah. You put a little bit of masking tape over parts that you don't want to paint, and you leave the part that you do want to paint, like, exposed. Yeah. And then you spray the paint all over it, and you peel it off, and it's supposed to just come off nice and clean and even. First of all, that's fucking hard to pull off evenly.
You have to wait till it's fully
You really have to wait.
Like, recommendation, wait 24 hours.
Yep, that's a solid point. It's definitely something that I've not done properly sometimes.
If it's wet, it will peel other shit off.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
Or the paint is all sticking together.
Also,
you gotta wait.
Also,
or incubate it. I don't know.
Also, that cockpit is fucking tiny as shit. The size of the masking tape he would have had to cut for it must be tiny as shit. So he cut little tiny pieces of masking tape, then applied these little tiny pieces of pieces of masking tape onto the fucking cockpit in the exact spots that he wanted to, and then spray painted it, and then, I guess, incubated it or whatever, or fucking waited long enough, and then peeled it off. That's... Fuck you. Fuck you. Just use a hand brush and paint the little parts that you want to paint, and then remove the bits that you don't want to.
Line.
You can get the crisp line. Okay, here's how you can also do the crisp line. Just paint the lines that you want, and then remove the parts. Just take your fingernail and just scrape the dried paint off of the parts that were on the plastic that you don't want it to be on. Just get a little bit and just break that off. And just let it chip off. Like when kids put glue on their desks and just peel that shit off, you just do the same thing. Just peel that back. This man's just out here just stunting on people for no fucking reason. Fuck you. I know your life's sad because you're old, but you don't have to embarrass everyone like that with your fucking masking technique.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm with Yasan on this. Fuck this old man.
I see. Why do you have so many fucking cups?
For alcohol? No, it's probably for paint. It's probably different paints and different
I was
watered
gonna
down
say,
paints.
do you guys have like a water cooler over there? And then the answer is no.
No.
But you have like a cup dispenser?
He could have... Okay, here's, again, alternative things he could have done, right? He could have just sanded the edges that he wanted to give it roughness, and then either with a pen or a thin, like, fine point paintbrush, just applied it to the side of it, like, onto the parts they sanded, and then just taken the edge of his nail or something else soft, and just trimmed up the parts that were a little bit messy. Instead, he went above and beyond. Was like, no. I'm gonna fucking blow their minds with this. I'll kill you. How dare you? How dare you fucking do something so unnecessarily fucking stunting on people?
I am really enjoying fucking.
I enjoy fucking too with you.
Okay, well was things other people didn't need to know.
I mean, they should know that we enjoy it.
Is that being a lady who does walk around with makeup and stuff, the actual like application of it to Gunpla is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, aha, secret tips and advantages.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's stuff
you already had like the tweezers and the.
Oh, you mean just like tools and stuff?
Like, I mean, also like colors.
Yeah, I think that
because people do like the dust brushing, and you can get a nice metallic sheen with eyeshadow. Yeah,
I think I've become much more. I don't want to say understanding of like makeup because that makes me sound like a fucking idiot, but it's like I get more of like. I appreciate it more of like the artistic quality of it and like the skill that comes to apply it like properly and like because
you can also use the 4-side nail buffer for things because it has 4 different like sandpaper grades, that are like nice and soft, and those work really well if you're trying to just get the first layer of sheen off.
All I'm saying is just in that same, I guess, vein of like. This same tools, you can use the same tools that you use for makeup, you can use for Gunpla, and vice versa. Well, you probably shouldn't use your Gunpla tools on your face, but...
Yeah, I would probably... I'll be honest, actually, have tried using one of the files for my nails versus my metal file for my nails. Metal file works better.
Yeah.
Your file is just weird.
Well, it's meant for plastic.
Yeah.
But... the choices of like color separation and like blending and contouring and shading and everything, I appreciate it so much more now that I have like a better understanding of like all these difficulties I have to go through with fucking building a model kit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, being a quote unquote makeup artist is an actual like form of art sometimes because it's just like
wild shit
some people are doing some really crazy shit and really like doing people up and like making like transforming the way that people look. So it's one of these shows that is almost like one of those YouTubers that Eric is watching and getting bad tips from, I guess, of like, oh man, tips? This is how you should like this is how you should do this, except this is actually giving good tips and like just showing you, hey, you can do this with this. But yeah, hey, together with the power of old and young combined,
beauty blenders, eye makeup brushes, the super teeny tiny makeup brushes that are for like specifically like eyeliner and like tiny like wing flicks are also just small enough that they work really well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to differentiate, fucking Gunpla painting or model kit painting versus like makeup and stuff. Probably don't use acrylic paint on your face.
Yeah.
Probably don't use pens like ink pens to do like your wingtip eyeliner. It's probably not the.
Don't use pens for eyeliner or Sharpie, as much as you want to.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. But yeah.
Yeah. Riko realized, hey, look, look, Kijimura doesn't have to retire, you know, right? And look, he's still helpful to the company, you know. Don't make him retire yet, you know, right? Look here, put him in charge of the foro section and everything.
Yeah, we can let him try some new projects. He's still got some spark left in him. Mm-hmm. We don't have to put him out to pasture yet. He doesn't have to go to the farm upstate.
Right. He doesn't have to go yet. And then hey, look, and then some factory doesn't know how to paint their figures, apparently.
Yeah, guess we gotta go to the factory and bust some heads.
Right.
Come with me, Shinji. Get in the car, Shinji.
Right, it's like, okay, sure, I guess this factory fucked up somehow. I don't know. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Factories don't fuck up, right? It's because you gave them bad instructions, so...
That's not always true. That's not always true.
I think for Shinji, probably, yes. Right.
Oh, for Shinji, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, I've had some shit with companies where it's like, specifically with work shit, where it's like, hey, we needed this sent out, like, 3 weeks ago. And it's like, it hasn't been sent out yet. Why? I don't know. We didn't know that we had to send it out. We definitely clearly said that you had to send it out then. Or like, oops, we sent these out as 2 pages instead of 1. That's fucked up, man. That's not what I asked for. That's a lot of shit like that.
Do our printers send us proofs?
I mean,
that might take...
We send them our stuff that should be the... Oh, do you mean, like, they send us proofs, like, samples back?
Yeah.
That's what the test photo I mean, that's when we just wait for the undeliverables to come back. And that's when we start to notice, oh, shit. Yeah, this is wrong.
Because that's when we start going, oh.
Yeah, this ain't the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Kijimura knows color samples. I mean, all right, I got this figured out. Let's look at these color palettes.
Tell me what's wrong with this cat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They didn't coat the thing properly. Oh.
Yeah, they should learn how to top coat better.
Right. This factory should know what it's doing. Right. Yeah. So So Kijimura doesn't have to retire now or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
found a new reason to stay in the business, and he won't just let the young people take his job.
Yeah. So look, these young people don't know anything about top coating, right? You know, right? They're too these stupid millennials are too busy on their TikToks and eating their guacamole avocado chips to understand top coating and everything, right?
Yeah, and the most important part of this job.
Mm-hmm. And then the ending credit is people argue about how the ship flies. So
and old people coming to terms with each other and realizing I respect your differends.
And then arguing,
right? Yeah. They united against a common enemy. The youth. That's right. There's the youth and their stupid understanding about how the Yamato actually flies. You know, it's not stupid. They
just don't get it.
Right. That's not how you fly the ship. You know, you gotta fly like
stupid fucking kid.
Yeah, that's right. Look, rewatch those TikToks again, right? Because they're not showing you how to properly fly the ship. You know, right?
It's crazy to think that because. The one that I think of as the, most recent, but there was apparently one that came out in 2018, but the 2012 one was fucking 11 years ago. Mm-hmm. So that would have been when Riko was, 14, 15, so it's I was fucking, 19, 20, and I just went, I don't want to watch this.
What does Keen have to do with this? Who's in the sponsors?
Probably somebody... Oh, what? Krios? Conor McGregor, Toy Machine, Social Girl.
No, after this.
Lettuce, Kobe Lettuce.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
What?
Oh man, hold on.
Uh-oh.
The weird shoe brand.
What?
Is Keen just a shoe brand?
I don't know, they just make
no, that does say shoe company. Maybe that's just who's providing the shoes for everybody. Maybe that's who's providing the shoes for all the...
sponsor brands for sponsoring the show.
Yeah, she just saw that Lazy Susan is also a fucking sponsor, so... I also didn't know that Hertz is in there too?
No, just hers.
Hers isn't...
Let's see, Nissan...
Oriental Traffic.
Boy, there's a lot of fucking there's a lot of company that's sponsoring this show, you know.
Yeah, but like
I like Oriental traffic.
Yeah, you do.
You know, hey, look.
I think that's the Segrum's logo.
What?
Like the S.
Where?
Left.
Where the fuck do you see the Sega logo?
No.
Where?
That S. That fancy S to your left.
This?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Looks like American.
But it's next to something else that says like Sankto Shokai.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's
Afternoon tea.
Alright, hey, look, there's 10 episodes left. Maybe Sega will show up. Maybe one episode will build a Sonic the Hedgehog model or something, you know?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Alright, that's this week's episode?
Yep.
Hey, like we've been saying, I've been enjoying this series, you know? Right?
Yeah, it's actually
the fact that
pretty good. I mean,
it's not batshit insane with what's going on in the plot. Right?
Yeah, it's just trying to talk. It's just staying in its lane and talking about model kits.
And
what a surprise!
Right.
That's totally. They could totally just make a normal show like this. What a surprise, Bandai! Please don't fuck this up.
You don't have to release some crazy model kit building show every season. You know, you don't have to keep upping the stakes, you know, right? At some point, right? Look, you can only go so fast and furious for so long, you know, right?
Yeah, before you wind up in space for no reason.
Only like 9 movies. Which is pretty long.
Alright.
Okay, I think that's
Alright, that's it. That's this week's episode. Alright, come on, reverse something. Watch this. We're investigate your shots. Boosters a thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.